Dear students of class 12th English literature, in today's lecture 4 English version lecture, students we are going to study the literary terms in form of appendix related to the poem From the Passing of Arthur, that is composed by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Students, first we have gone through the poem and we understand that this poem is a narrative poem, and Sir Bedivere, the loyal knight of the King Arthur, is giving the description of the poem. Students, after this, when we study the critical analysis of the poem, we came to know about the poet and about the poem. And when we were studying about the poem, we came across a few terms of English, just like Alfred Lord Tennyson was the poet of the Victorian age. Students, appear, and this poem is full of optimism. Students, it is idle and ballad imagery, and it was the end of the round table conference. And students, we came to know about the knights, who were knights, and iambic pentameter. Now students, these words were very new for us, and we were not able to understand it. First, it was compulsory and necessary to go through the poem, so we studied the poem. We studied the poem first. Now, students, this is M. Rahman, and you are attending oracy classes of English language. Please to continue your syllabus and to get the latest lectures related to your syllabus, please don't forget to subscribe our channel oracy classes of English language. And if you like our lectures, students, please don't forget to like, share and comment. Students, now let's begin this appendix literary terms related to the poem The Passing of Arthur, written by L. Tennyson. Students, first we see the Victorian age. The Victorian age is an age, it is a period in British history during the reign of Queen Victoria in the 19th century. Students, this poet was born and wrote his poems in 19th century in the reign of Queen Victoria. That's why he is said poet of Victorian age. And students, he is known as Victorian poet of Victorian age. Students, now we are going to understand a few other terms. Peer. Students, peer is a person who is of equal standing with another in a group. Because students, in this poem a term is used, that is a round table conference and a round table system. Students, before I make you understand what is peer, we must understand a round table conference. Students, round table was a system in which the king used to sit with his peers. Now let's understand what are peers. Peers who were equal in rank, means just like in India, if the Emperor Akbar used to reign on some parts of India, he had Samant system. You can say baronage, barons were there who rule just like Nawabs of India on a short territory. Students, now we understand peer again. A person who is of equal standing with another in a group, means the king was with his peerage. And students, the person who is of equal standing with another in a group and reign with the king, this system is called peerage, means the peers of a kingdom considered as a group. Or baronage, aristocracy or nobility. Students, you already I hope have come to know these words. The nobles means nawabs. Aristocracy means the rich person who reign some place, who rule over some place. Baronage is also like Samant of India, considered, and they are on equal rank, that is called peerage. Optimism. Students, when we were studying about the poem, then we came to know that this poem is full of optimism. Now let's understand what is optimism. Students, just as the poem opens, we came to know that the King Arthur is talking to Sir Bedivere, a loyal knight of King Arthur, that old system changes and new system takes place. Now it means that even in the days of sufferings, in the days of problems, King Arthur is full of hope and is trying to give inspiration to Bedivere. It means they are not broken. It means they have no pessimism. They are not hopeless. Means even in the state of problems, they were hopeful. Students, they were full of positive energy and positivity and positive thoughtfulness. That is called optimism. In this way, we can say when we write the poetic beauty after explanation that this poem is full of optimism. Students, as you came to know about the poem, and you came to know that Idyll of the King is a collection, is a series of 12 poems, and the Passing of Arthur is the last 12th poem in this series. Then students, now let's understand what is this idyll. Idyll is a musical composition that evokes pastoral herdsmen indicating rural life. Musical composition means something written with music and rhythm and rhyme, and that evokes pastoral human means that incites, that gives excitement to the rural people, especially the farmers, the herdmen, and indicating rural life, especially for the people of rural area. That is idyll. Students, we came to know that the Passing of Arthur is the form of ballad, is in form of ballad. Now we will have to understand what is ballad. Students, ballad is a genre of the poem, means is a type of a poem, is a style of a poem. It is a long narrative poem. Ballad is a long narrative poem, and students, not only length is required in this poem, but this poem should be written on an exalted matter. On an exalted matter. On an exalted matter means the matter should be of grand level. Grand level means that should give a moral and intellectual value and intellectual strength. It means that should not be full of teachings, but it should give a positive hope and positive energy. Students, in this we narrate some incident or some event by some person, just like we come back to the poem from the Passing of Arthur. From the Passing of Arthur, what is Passing of Arthur? King It is written in the words of the loyal knight Bedivere. Bedivere was the peer of the King Arthur, means he was not only a servant, he was not a servant, but he was the person of equal rank with the King Arthur who was ruling the country, and he was one of his peers. Then students, you say ballad. Ballad means a king. Sir Bedivere is describing his last meeting with the King Arthur. When you came to know that King Bedivere was standing on the bank of the river, and the Arthur is sitting in the barge and talking to Bedivere. Students, now this is a description. It is a vivid description, and it is a narration. Narration means when somebody tells a story, and this story should be based on chivalry, based on you can say this story should be based on great action and works full of moral and intellectual value. It means it can't be written on a normal or man of low level. Now students, let's understand imagery. Students, you generally come to know what is a simile, metaphor, oxymoron, and etc. other figures of speech. But now you come to know what imagery. Imagery is a poetic device. Students, in this you create a picture in your mind. Means the poet writes something like that, something like that you are able to create the picture in your mind. Now let's take the example of the Passing of Arthur. When the when the loyal knight Bedivere was standing on the bank of the river, and the King Arthur was sitting in the barge with his three queens, and was going on a mysterious journey. Now students, we create a picture that there was water and there was a bank of the river, and Mr. Bedivere, I mean knight Bedivere, was standing there. The king is wounded. We have a picture in our mind, even we can paint on the paper. Student, it is called imagery. When the writer narrates something that we are, after reading that, we are able to make the picture in our mind, that is called visual. We can say that we have visuals in our mind based on the written words. The picture making the ability to form mental images of things or events. Okay, students, it is proved by the poem From the Passing of Arthur. Now students, come back to the round table. Now students, you come to know the history of the round table. Students, this round table system begin from 1115, it means in 12th century. A meeting of peers for discussion and exchange of views. Generally, when you sit with your subordinates and with your counterparts who are equal in rank, now you exchange your views how we can make peace in the country, how can we make progress around the round table. Students, it is called round table conference. It was a round table. And students, when King Arthur was defeated by his own nephew, students, he was leaving the kingdom, and he was trying to console his loyal knight Bedivere that old orders change and give place to the new rules or system. Then students, that old system was, in other words, was the round table system. Means a round table system was finished after the King Arthur. That's why this round table was given here. Students, you know, the word knight is also connected with the round table. Student, the peers who used to discuss and exchange the views with the king were in themselves knights. Student, those peers were, in other words, knights. The example is Raja Mansingh in the court of Akbar. Now you should think why the word Raja is used with Mansingh. Even the emperor was Akbar. Now you see, the position of Akbar was greater, and Mansingh was like a king or samant of some state. He has his own power on some state. In this way, King Sir Bedivere was the knight. He was not the soldier. Just make it clear and make the difference clear in your mind. The knights are an order. Order means not literally order that one person gives to another, but it is a system of ruling in the service of the king, Arthur, tasked with ensuring the peace of the kingdom. Students, now you see, knights were the peers, and peers used to sit around the round table, and that was called round table conference. Now students, I again come back to the King Arthur. King Arthur has many knights and peers, and after the attack only Sir Bedivere was left, others were killed. Now the situation is, when the King Arthur was killed and he was sitting in the boat, he is making Bedivere understand, and this description is given by Sir Bedivere that the king was telling me something like that. Now you will get confused. Here the king is speaking, but sir, you are saying that King Bedivere is giving all this. Okay students, now you understand please that Bedivere is narrating the story, and in the narration of the story King Arthur is speaking. Okay, that's why it's a long narrative poem. Student, a short part of this poem is in your syllabus, not the full poem. Now when you come to know students that when you come to know that what is the poetic beauty, then we came to know that this poem is written in iambic pentameter. Students, before we come to know the full expression iambic pentameter. Let's break it. Iambic is derived of iamb, penta is from pent, and meter means measurement, means to measure something. Actually students, iamb means make up of two words, a sound or anything that is based of two words is called iamb. Pent 5 and meter means a line that is written in 5 feet made up of two words. Yani 5 feet means 2 words in each, and 5 feet means 10 words in line. Then this word is written in iamb. Ik is a suffix iambic. Bic means related to, means that is related to. Iamb means a line which is related to, made up of two words. Pentameter. Now students, what I am going to teach you, you should sit peacefully and try to make you understand, because this part is in itself a great portion of this teaching of today. Students, first, mechanic foot of a poetry in which an unstressed syllable is followed by a stressed syllable or sound. Students, this can be in the same word or they may be in two different words. Now let's begin with the word, single word that is broken into two parts. The first part, right, means ri is spoken quickly, and gst to is spoken with focus. Right, ri is spoken quickly and gst takes time. Now come across. Ak is spoken quickly and cross takes long time. Forlorn. Forlorn means alone, helpless or hopeless. It means forlorn. For is spoken quickly and lorn, and this part written with capital letters is stressed. It is unstressed. Ak is unstressed and cross is stressed. Students, in this way, these are the examples of stressed and unstressed word, unstressed syllable. Syllable is a part of a word. Students, that may be two different words, and one word can be connected to the another syllable that is written after it. Now you understand with this example a line of words. Now we are going to connect all this in iambic pentameter. A line of words with 5 metrical feet. Student, here foot was written, but here feet is written. Okay, feet means 5 sets of this. Unstressed plus stressed, second unstressed plus stressed, third unstressed plus stressed. In this way you write 5. A line of words with 5 metrical feet, each consisting of one short means unstressed syllable followed by a long means stressed syllable. For example, shall I. Come is being spoken quickly, pair long, the short, too long, a short, some long, merge day, merge short, day long. In this way this line is written in iambic pentameter. Student, this is iamb means group of 2, penta means 5 times, and this is meter means measurement. Now let's see, if you students have studied Hindi, then you come to know laghu and guru. Laghu is written just like a moon and guru just like this slash. Shall I means whatever we are speaking quickly, we put this sign just like a moon and this like slash. Shall I. Compare. Come is spoken quickly and pair, the two, awesome. Now student, this is a special example because the other first half part of the word summers is connected with awesome. Awesome merge day, no a summer's day but awesome merge day. In this way the spoken is shall I compare the two awesome merge day. Student, this is the example. You can understand by this, you can understand by this, and you can understand by this. These capital are the stressed and these small are unstressed. And these blue lines, students, written here differentiate these 5 feet. Now students, I hope you have understood this lecture very well. And please, if you like this lecture and all these efforts especially made for you, please don't forget to subscribe our channel or SC classes of English language. And students, if you have any topic in your mind and you want to understand that one, please write to us in comment box. We will prepare a lecture and upload for you. Students, please, if you like this lecture, don't forget to share, like and comment to us. And especially if you subscribe our channel, you will get the lecture first, and you will easily complete your syllabus and get good marks in your examination. So please subscribe our channel. Thanks a lot.